beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today I'm giving you a really comprehensive fantasy Cosmetica video where I'm going to talk about Black Friday sale. I'm going to give you recommendations, not just recommendations of my personal favorite products, but also recommendations for different color combos with eyes and lips. And even if you and I don't have the exact same personal style, color preferences, etc., hopefully there will be a huge variety here that will inspire you to find the perfect thing for you. So let's first start by talking about their Black Friday sale, which starts on November 19th and ends on November 29th. The start of Black Friday coincides with the launch of the Lost Library collection, which I already have a full comprehensive swatch and review video all about the Lost Library collection. Spoiler alert, it is one of my favorite collections released this year. So definitely check that out, because that will be available during the sale. Here is a list of all of the different discounts that you'll be able to find during the Fantasy Cosmetica Black Friday sale. And a really cool thing that they're doing this year is they are allowing stacking affiliate codes with the already existing discounts. So, for example, if you use my affiliate code, it's just my first name, Amanda, you can save an extra 10% on top of the discounts. Individual palettes are going to be 22% off, single shadows are 30%, the entire Lost Library collection is 8% off, which is kind of low, but it's launching. It's a brand new product, so getting it on sale at all is pretty darn decent. Plus, you can stack that coupon code on top of it. Lip oils are 25% off, and then bundles and perfumes are just going to depend on which ones you choose, but those will be between 25 and 30% off. So this is a really great sale. I am a huge Fantasy Cosmetica fan, especially their recent releases are just so good. They have updated all of the packaging, so there's brand new cover art, and all of these shadows now in the palettes are magnetic, so you can take out the shadows and swap them around. You can buy them just as singles. You can replace the shade if you use it up. You can build your own palettes. So that's really why I wanted to feature these different palette mashups and color combinations, because the new palettes now are completely modular and magnetic. So you can choose your favorites and mix and match, build your own looks, build your perfect travel palettes. Just want to stress that it's only the updated palettes that are the modular magnetic palettes. If you have these from when they initially came out, they are not magnetic. But as long as you get any of these with this stained glass design, those are the magnetic ones that you can swap around. I love the new covers. I think these are so beautiful. This Druid palette is just stunning. It's one of my favorite palettes of all time. And this is definitely my number one recommendation as far as purchasing from their Black Friday sale, or just ever, to be fair. But all of their palettes are beautifully curated. They are thoughtfully made. The color combinations are interesting, but they're not so wacky and off the wall that they're difficult to use. You can just tell that they're curated in a way that's meant to be inspiring, but also meant to be actually useful and really user-friendly. I do have swatch and reviews, eye looks with pretty much all of these palettes, so I'm going to link those videos down in the description box if you want a more focused, in-depth type of info about any of these releases. But today, what I want to do is give some suggestions of how these different color stories can be combined to create different looks. Hopefully this will inspire you to mix and match your palettes, especially now that these updated palettes are that magnetic mix and match type of design. And the shades are sold as singles, so if you see a color combo that grabs you and you don't want to spring for the entire palette, then you can just select those certain individual shades and build your own little palette. I'm also going to give lip color suggestions. I have my own personal favorites. For example, lip oil in Ancient One, and then the lipsticks in Buried and Hidden. I have been wearing those all nonstop, but formula wise, color wise, they're all great. They're all fun. So I'm going to try to really mix up a lot of my color combos. Now, I want to mention the Lost Library Little Magnetic Palette and the Holochrome singles. These singles are not included in any of my eye look color combo suggestions because these are limited edition and I don't know how long they're going to be around. So I want to take a moment here to mention these singles. I think any of them could be thrown in the mix with just about any one of these color combos because these are so incredibly special and beautiful. I definitely recommend these, but because they're limited edition and I want this video and my suggestions to have some longevity, I didn't include them in my color combos, but I definitely recommend them. I wanted you to have a look at them here and know that these are the same size as the other single shadows, so you can definitely pick these up, mix them in with the other shadows. You can use this little magnetic palette for any of the color combos. This is so cute. It looks like a little book. I just love it. It's so fun and clever and fits perfectly with the collection. So I wanted to make sure that I at least mentioned these because they are going to be available during the Black Friday sale for a little bit of a discount. I do have a full swatch and review with these. You can see me use some of these shades in a tutorial, and I did a bunch of different swatches and different lighting so that you can really get an appreciation, at least a little bit, because even on camera, no lighting, no camera can do justice to how beautiful these are in person. So I didn't want to leave them out of this video entirely, but hopefully that makes sense. Since these are limited edition, I didn't want to focus too much on them, but they're stunning. I mean, look at these swatches. Look at this swatch with flash. They are absolutely beautiful. You could easily drop these into a bunch of the different color combos I'm going to show you, and you would not regret it. Let's get into some of the palette combinations now. This idea sprang from my combined passions of building my own palettes and my love of unexpected palette combinations. So I started mashing up some of my Fantasy Cosmetica palettes because I do feel like there is a flow throughout all of the different color stories, even though they're all very different and individual. You can really virtually take any two of the existing palettes and combine them together to make a really interesting and cohesive color story. So I'm sharing a couple of my favorites. Here the shades are all swatched together, not in palette order, but just in the order that I feel like they really flow together and they really inspire me together. Does that make sense? So if I was going to combine all of these shades together in one big palette, this is the order I would put them in. And to further my point here, what I want to do is grab some shades from each one of these two palettes. So in this case, it's Warlock and Druid. And I'm grabbing a couple of shades, 2 or 3 shades from each one of these palettes, and swatching them together to show you how I would combine them in an eye look and the lip color that I would pair with that eye look. So for each one of these, I'm going to show you my overall kind of color stories, and then I'll go in close up with the shot and show you the shade names. So feel free to pause on any of these that are inspiring you, take a screenshot or write down the shade names of the things that really pull you in. And, you know, potentially you may have some shades similar to this already in your collection as well. So definitely feel free to take whatever inspo you can, whatever strikes your fancy here. I didn't always go with very monochromatic looks. Some of them, like this little green combo up front, are very monochromatic because that's how I would wear this green lip oil is with a green eye look. And then others, I'm more interested in contrast or in one of the things being the star of the show. So in the second color combo here, I'm thinking about doing a more neutral take on a green look with that gold and that more peachy nude lip, whereas this color combo is definitely a very green forward take on a green look. I can imagine doing a very shimmery, very fairy type of inspired look with the first color combo, and this would be more of like an everyday, more of like that work appropriate look versus something that's a little bit more whimsical. And I think you can get those types of color combos out of all of these palettes that I'm showing you today. So I'm trying to give a mixture of things that are more fantastical, more whimsical, and also things that truly you could wear to school, you could wear to work. I know that workplaces have lightened up quite a bit, but not everybody has the leeway to wear really colorful things or really extra makeup. I know a lot of my friends still are within a dress code for the colors and the makeup that they wear and hairstyles that they have and the jewelry that they wear. But, you know, you can be a little bit more creative, especially if you work in a creative field, but not everybody has that. And not everybody wants to be really bold and expressive all the time and have that type of attention all the time. I just because I don't mind being the most colorful eyeshadow in the room doesn't mean everybody is comfortable with that all the time. And that's okay too. So, really, the point of this video showing all these different combos is that there will be hopefully something for everybody, regardless of occasion, regardless of your style, your undertones, and just what you like to wear, what you feel comfortable wearing. I particularly like pairing fighter with just about everything, but especially the Bard palette and the Sorcerer palette because Bard and Sorcerer are so bright and so color forward that I think they really benefit from the balance that the more neutral fighter palette can bring, especially because the fighter palette has both warm and cool tones. So it can really lend a lot of balance and grounding neutrals to these more colorful, bright, bold color stories. And I love a bright, bold, colorful look every once in a while myself, but I really am a fan of the balance that a neutral and colorful combo type of look can bring. For example, I never really feel comfortable in an all blue monochromatic look. I think they look so beautiful on others, but for me personally, I really just need a little bit of a neutral in there to feel like myself and to feel like it fits my style. I think some of my favorite combos are this set right here. The first set of colors is just a simple, smoky, cosmic type of look. I love a blue and purple and neutral combo. That's really where I feel like I hit my stride with blue shades. And then the second set of colors is really like a rose garden, fairy rose garden type of look. Like I said, I love a colorful and neutral balance, and these just are approachable but still exciting. I absolutely see myself wearing these color combos quite easily in my normal regular life. I like that these palettes combined can be bright, bold, colorful, but also soft, romantic, sultry, smoky. It just really speaks to the curation and the thoughtfulness that Fantasy Cosmetica has put into the shades that they release. This is the final palette combo we're looking at. Sorcerer and Rogue are my most challenging palettes, I should say. because these are quite blue forward, but I did really want to push myself with some of my combos. I gave you some that are already my go-tos, but I wanted to try something really different for me and go outside of my own personal comfort zone a little bit. And I think that the end result, when you see these two palettes swatched all together, it's just perfect. They flow so well together. There's a great balance of bold, bright mattes and really more soft, sparkly colors. It's definitely giving outer space, galactic goddess, gem in the holograms. At least to me, that's what I see when I look at this. And even though this is for sure outside of my own comfort zone, I love the way this looks. It's exciting to me. It makes sense. And the colors flow so beautifully together. It seems like these are made to go together. And I did try to branch out a little bit on my color combos. This first one would definitely be a more Amanda type of look with just like a sultry, smoky-ish purple eye, but I think that would pair really well with a red lip, especially for like a date night, a going out, an event type of thing. And then for this really bright, almost cotton candy on acid type of color combo, I did go for a more subtle lip color. That's personally how I would wear it. I would want the red lip, to be the star of the show in this color combo. And then for the other one, the bright blue and pink look, I wanted a more subtle lip color so that the eye look could really be the star, really be the thing, the focus of the look. But I think this would look really cute with that purple lip oil as well, the one called Ancient One. I really went out of the comfort zone here. And these are kind of monochromatic, but I imagine that with either one of these looks, I would do that deep matte shade all over the lid and then just layer on a bunch of shimmer on top to give a more messy kind of ethereal fairy type of look, and then let the eye and the lip match, but the lip would still be a really focal point. It's like the eye look would be the supporting character. At least that's how I would wear it. And I like a more simple color combo. That's why I only did 3 eyeshadows instead of 4 or 5 with these bolder lip colors, because I like the idea of being a little bit matchy and a little bit on the nose with the color, but also really letting the lip be the focus. That's it for my suggestions so far. If this type of video is helpful or fun for you, please let me know, because I would definitely do some more comprehensive eye lip suggestion type of videos like this if it's something that you actually like. If you actually find this informative and useful, then I would love to make some more videos like this to help you out if I can. I can't stress enough how much I am just loving all of my Fantasy Cosmetica products, particularly, the Druid palette and the Fighter palette get a lot of use. And I already told you my favorite lip colors, but really whatever strikes your fancy here, I don't think you'll be disappointed no matter what you choose, because these are so fun and thoughtful and wearable and cute and cool, and I love the new packaging. Okay, I'm just rambling now. I would love to hear what you think about these color combos that I dreamed up. Which one is your favorite? Are you going to be shopping the Fantasy Cosmetica Black Friday sale? I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I love each and every one of your beautiful little faces, and I will see you real soon in my next video. Okay, bye!